want to use a phrase you guys love to use. Now we need a symmetry breaker here. So how do we know what is the good historical information in the Gospel of Thomas and what isn't?
The material that parallels with Q.
Okay, so now Q is the authority on who this is. So is Q the authority? The hypothetical Q that we have no documents for, that some scholars have sort of put together what they think it is, that is now the authority on who these.
Even if we granted your understanding of it being a hypothetical document that we can't just actually obtain and get a holistic view of it, that you would still be appealing that Matthew uses source material outside of Mark that's as old as Mark.
I'm fine. Let's just move it. So
we're appealing to the historical source materials that the gospel authors are using.
So if we go through Mark and we go, okay, well, Jesus clearly claims to be the Son of Man. How do we know he actually said that? What is the actual foundation, the authority we can use to determine who the historical Jesus was?
You're asking us what is the historical Jesus material we would get. It's that the source material that the gospel authors use, the synoptics, which we can get based upon the fact that we know that they're anonymous, independent works, and they independently both use the same source material. They use Mark as a medial, and they have a secondary source material that have a literary dependence on, which we know based upon their literary details, the way that they quote it.
Down to the simplest point is going to be the historical critical method, aka that which can be corroborated, early attested to, right? That which has, we can apply the criteria of the similarity, which you should be familiar with. If all these criteria can be implemented upon a text, right, then we can determine that text to be reliable.